Does it work? All right, everyone hear me better? All right, we lost him. That's okay. All right. So, ARG has a lot of great unified communication. Oh, jeez. Come on. I am thrilled to be one of ARG's preferred partners in the unified communications and contact center space. That's what Dialpad really does. We've been doing this for about 15 years now, but I really want to focus on some of the differentiators. Of all the great providers in your portfolio, we do a lot of things the same, right? We all have a mobile application. We can route your calls effectively. We can send text messages. So I just want to focus on the differentiators and really have a practical conversation on what we should be looking for and what's a great fit for Dialpad. I don't do these type of speeches often. I spend my day-to-days in the trenches, dealing directly with your customers. So my presentation, I think, is going to be a little bit more practical. We're going to be focusing on some use cases where I think we're going to be a great fit for you guys. So in terms of differentiators of Dialpad, it's really two I want to focus on. The first one is something my marketing team calls TrueCast. And essentially what that means is I have a different license type for every type of user within an organization. From the basic UCaaS user to the high volume inbound contact center user to the outbound sales rep who has their own personal phone number and a book of business, we have a correct fit for them. It's one application. It's one system of administration. It's one system of analytics, all integrated to the same product. So in terms of move ad changes, change management for your customers adopting this new solution, you know it's going to be an easy fit for them as we have the ability to mix and match these licenses to provide the right solution. The second is one everyone's probably a little bit tired hearing about. It's become a bit of a buzzword over the last couple of years. It's going to be our AI capabilities. When I was looking at my next career move, this is really what caught my attention and made me come over to Dialpad. We didn't just start this when ChatGPT came out, which is what I feel like a lot of companies did. It really drove the industry. Everyone had to put together some kind of AI strategy in order to be successful. We were fortunate enough to get into this space in 2018. We acquired a company called TalkIQ. That was a real-time transcription, natural language processing, and artificial intelligence company. And we embedded it into every aspect of our platform, from the lowly UCaaS user to the high-end contact center user. Everyone has AI included. This manifests itself in the form of a live transcription. What can I do with that? When people ask me, what do we do? Yes, we're a phone company, but we're really a data company. When you think about the data typically associated with a phone system, it's typically quantitative information. It's numbers. It's talk time, it's number of calls, it's missed calls, it's abandon rate, right? With our transcription, what we present to our customers are qualitative analytics. Not just how many calls did we have, but how many calls did we have about this specific topic. Typically, in this space, we get into opportunities through IT. And traditionally, that's what I knew with the previous companies I'd worked with. But with these capabilities, I'm finding my way into opportunities through sales, through marketing, and through the customer support channels. Jumping into a customer story, I'm not sure if you guys have heard this one before, but a company called Tecovas. Anyone like cowboy boots? Yeah. Got a couple of those. Great customer for Dialpad and a great case study for leveraging this artificial intelligence. They were looking for a contact center to better support their customers, thinking this was more of an IT operations spend. What they found after using the system for a couple months was they need square-toe boots. That's not Texas cowboy boots. Those are pointy. And that's great to an extent, but what are our customers actually asking for? So by the 100th time, one of their reps said, people keep asking for square-toe boots. This is nothing in our inventory. They checked Dialpad Analytics. They looked at the calls for the last couple months and saw how many times their customers were asking for this. Upon taking this, they took it to their product team, came up with square-toe boots, and now it is their most high-selling product nationally, is the square toe. So that's actually using the qualitative analytics associated with Dialpad to provide better business outcomes, grow revenue, and grow the business in general. Now, I could get up here and tell you that you should bring me every single opportunity, and due to our partnership and the trust we've built over the years, I hope you will. But we're not the best fit for every opportunity. So here's what I'm looking for. I want to break this down into its most basic form. Who is a great fit for call recording? How can I identify it? And what it is call recording. That is the minimum entry point into taking advantage of a lot of these AI capabilities. right? When I first got to Dialpad, I thought everyone was going to love it. And then I found out, well, you mean we have to tell our customers we're recording our calls? There are business processes that would have to be changed to take advantage of this. But for your customers who record calls today, these are people who I would love to talk to immediately, whether they're in contract or not, because I can deliver immediate value to them. Call recordings are great, but they're a needle in a haystack. As you stack more and more business communications, it becomes more difficult to find specifically what you're looking for. That's where the transcription comes into play. It's essentially a high-powered magnet to pull that needle out and give you the insights that you're looking for inside of your communications. Now, I want to tell a couple customer stories, and rather than go to some of the bigger logos that Dialpad has, I'd like to talk about a couple that I closed with you all last year. Very grateful for the partnership again. And it kind of goes with the theme of boxing. Every great boxer is going to have two things, among others. They're going to have speed, and they're going to have endurance. The first story I'm going to talk about speed. It's a company that came to us. It's called National Dentex. So they have a series of about 50 labs spread throughout the country where everything that goes into your mouth from your dentist, they make it there. Customer support was a really big initiative for them, and they had disparate premise-based phone systems. They had Mitel running on-premise for the UCaaS, and they had a Cisco call manager running the contact center. Now, when Cassie brought us this wonderful opportunity, it was going to be a regular UCaaS and CCaaS evaluation. Then disaster struck. As we know, never happens with premise-based phone systems. Mitel goes hard down, 4 locations go hard down, and we're hemorrhaging hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day. The sales process changed. After the first round of demos, Dialpad was the favored and was selected. We were told we were selected on a Friday. We got through legal, had a contract executed on Monday, and then on a Friday. And by Tuesday, we had 2 sites live with call forwarding and phones on site. It shows the ability, thank you very much. It speaks to the agility of the cloud, and it speaks to Dialpad's resources to support our customers and our partners when they are in a pinch. The second, I'm not even a country fan, but I do love that song now, and it's because of Walt McGraw and the opportunity he brought us with JRE. Raise your hand if you heard about JRE over the last couple of years. Monster, right? Absolute monster. JRE is one of the largest John Deere distributors and dealers in the country. 70 locations spanning from Virginia all the way through Utah and New Mexico. And man, did I learn about John Deere dealers. I had no idea. I thought they were selling lawnmowers and leaf blowers. Come to find out, going to their sites, they have multi-million-dollar industrial harvesters with more AI built into them than I can even talk about here. Really kind of opened my eyes into what was capable. We're lucky enough to meet that customer at one of the ARGCX events, so absolutely kudos for that. I don't think we would have gotten in touch with them before that. So this was not a fast run. This was something, this was about 2 years from what was a concept where they were looking for just a phone system to something that became so much more. We met with them. We came on site, we learned the do's and the don'ts of the Deere dealership, and we built a dealership model that we're now expanding nationally. We had to do everything from develop legacy desk phone features to support the workflows within the organization, to opening their mind to what is possible, since business communications and the phone is so critical to how they run their business. They take thousands of calls per store every single day with more parts than you can imagine on one of these industrial harvesters. How do we keep it all straight? This brings in some of the capabilities of the transcription, both live and after the fact. So just to give you some use cases of how we can leverage this for sales, marketing, and support, we have a concept of trigger words within our system. You tell me a topic to listen for. This could be a sales objection. This could be a particular product that you all are supporting. And when I hear that trigger word, I can do certain actions. Let's say someone calls in and says, you know, I need a new belt. I don't know, a belt for one of my tractors. We're listening for the word belt. When we hear belt, we're going to pop up relevant information to upsell. You know, typically our customers get a shoe with a belt. Doesn't matter what it is, but this is live information presented to the rep on the phone to make sure that customer is taken care of and we don't leave any stone unturned in terms of upsell capabilities. Second, they did something so incredible and something you never see. What is more valuable to a sales rep than references? Can you think of anything? It's what we build our business on. It's what helps us grow and acquire new customers. And typically that reference process looks like reaching out by phone, making sure everything's okay, and hopefully they hop on a reference call for you. This customer was so thrilled with the transformation that we put together, they used their own marketing resources, produced the most fantastic marketing video I've ever seen in terms of advocating for a UCaaS provider on their own, told us after the fact, hey, is it okay if we used your logo? Yeah. In fact, can we poach your entire marketing team and have them just come work for us? Because it's the most incredible thing I have ever seen. Huh? Yeah. And I want to take you through this use case of what they went through in the video itself. So I'm Farmer John. I'm out on the field. I'm working on my harvester, and the damn thing breaks down. So what do? I call in my distributor, I call my dealer, and I talk to the service department. What's wrong? I'm out in the field. I have to come into the store to figure out what I need to do to get this remedied. Well, not until Dialpad. So now we have an integrated voice and meeting solution, all with transcription. So you call in, you ask for support. I don't say, hey, come in and we'll talk about it. I say, hey, click this link, go into a live video call with me and start showing me what's going on. What part is broken? Show me where it hurts. That transcription, along with the phone call transcription, is then logged to their system of record, giving them a complete history of the communication with the customer and the ability to maintain that business, because it is competitive in this space, I did learn. Got about 2 minutes left here. Might call it there, but thank you all for the opportunity very much. Appreciate you guys.